Right, so hello everyone. We're going to wait a few more minutes for the other attendees to join, and then we'll begin. So let's give them a few more minutes before we start. All right, so we can begin. If anyone joins in later, or if anyone who is currently attending has some questions, please feel free to put them in the chat and we can address them later on. So welcome everyone to our next edition of the We Talks, which is Advanced Promotion Simplified. With our We Talks, our aim is to just provide some insights and tips and tricks that would help you guys stay ahead of the business curve and take advantage of the latest promotion tools that are available on eBay. What we wish to cover today is the benefits of advanced promotions and how you could boost your sales and engagement, the success stories. We have one of our clients called Tech Repair Labs that has been able to grow their sales by 170% using our advanced promotions. A few practical tips and best practices for creating and managing effective promotions on eBay. We're going to have a Q&A session, and we also have an advanced promotion offer that you guys could make the best use of. Today joining me is Noémie. She's our product manager at Webinterpret and handles the marketing side of our eBay clients. She's an expert with the advanced promotions, and she'd be the best person to give you guys some insights about how it runs and what are the advantages and some statistics and success stories about eBay sellers. And just to begin with, Noémie, let's start with a very basic question that our clients have. So maybe you could explain, why do our sellers need to start using the promoted listings advanced when selling on eBay, and how does this service work on eBay in general? So maybe you could give them a brief about that.
So it's important to know that on eBay, 1 in 5 purchases start with a listing that appears on the top of the search result page. So that's the reason why eBay start to introduce promoted listing advanced to allow sellers accessing the top and the premium placement in eBay search results. It will help you gain more visibility by increasing traffic to your store, and then as a result, increasing sales conversion. So this is a new campaign type named cost per click model, CPC, which is a standard in today's online retail space. And the sellers will pay per click on a promoted item. So if you already try to use, for example, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, whatever, this kind of advertising system, is typically exactly the same kind of model.
Understood. All right. And maybe the best way to begin with this would be to provide our clients an insight about a successful campaign that has been done by Webinterpret for advanced promotion. So maybe you could share a success story from our sellers, who've had a very lucrative advanced solutions from eBay. So maybe you could speak about Tech Repair Labs.
Yeah, I can tell you a story. So basically, it's a UK-based mobile phone parts and accessory business. Tech Repair Lab offers an impressive range of replacement parts for products from big names such as Apple, Samsung, and Sony, in order to empower tech consumers to repair their own devices. So they were looking to expand their sales internationally. So they contacted us and they started to use Webinterpret internationalization solution. And they wanted as well to see how they can make the difference with competitors on their UK market. So for that, they decided to launch campaigns on UK market using both combination of promoted listing advanced and standard, and as well starting to promote items as well on their international markets. So over the past year, they have seen an increase of 170% on their overall sales from using promoted listing advance on their domestic market. And so it means that every £1 invested, they have an average return of £10 earned on eBay UK. Combined with campaigns results from listing promoted listing standards, their domestic sales have increased by 154%, with international sales up by 49%.
Right. Okay. So yes, that has been an amazing campaign that we've run for our seller, and it just gives you an insight about the type of results that advanced promotions, but morely the combination of standard and advanced promotions can bring for you. Now, maybe let's go a little bit more deeply into what advanced promotions is and the different type of promotions that is available on eBay today for our sellers to use. So maybe you could explain us what type of advertising solutions are already available on eBay and what is their difference between the standard and the advanced.
Yeah. So I was mentioning standard and advanced. So eBay introduced different type of advertising. There is another one, but we are not integrated with this one because it's only on auction item. So our product are the ones available on fixed price item, promoted listing standard, which is a cost per sale model, and promoted listing advanced, which is a cost per click. So different models mean different placement of items promoted. So basically, as I was saying, advanced is for the premium placement as top of search results, and standard is all across eBay. So search results, also similar items, and some placement as suggested item. Definitely one advice, you should not see them as opposite solution. It should be ideal scenario as we shared with you with Tech Repair Lab. Combination of both of them is definitely helping to reach more visibility on eBay.
All right, perfect. And I guess the general question that our sellers would have would be that how can they create and manage these advanced promotions through Webinterpret, and what would be the best practices to go by?
So for this one, we need to think one step back. Before starting advertising with us, you need clearly to define your business goal to understand your expectation out of advertising. So far we identify 3 different business goals that we are naming moderate, growth, and booster. The first one is used when you are willing to start with brand discovery and awareness. So if you are starting to build trust in your store to new potential customers, it's great to start using promoted listing standard in order to keep your ad expenses low, but already start increasing your visibility. The second one, growth, helps to increase traffic and visibility. So you will be in a position here to target customers who are in a shopping mindset by creating ads that are relevant and engaging. In this case, starting a combination of standard and advanced will definitely help you to not stay behind the market and still keep ad expenses on competitors' level, which is really important. And the last one corresponds to sellers who are having mostly high margin. This is our main advice. So it will be for engaging with high intent shoppers who may move from the consideration into making a purchase. So here you will be standing out and beating your competition offers. So keeping in mind these 3 different goals, as soon as you identify to one, then it will help you to define more precisely your different settings. So how to define your daily budget and how to think about which target ACOS you might have. And this is where the story starts with Webinterpret, because basically you will contact us and we will encourage you to register to the page where we will ask you these different questions about the settings you would like to have as initial settings. And after that, our system is creating and optimizing campaigns for you on Promoted Listing Advance.
All right, understood. So, I mean, let's hold the last point that you mentioned and maybe another question that I could ask you on that. So maybe you could explain a step-by-step about how Webinterpret's Promoted Listings Advanced solution works, and you could just break that down for our sellers to understand better.
Sure. So according to the settings that you are filling in during the onboarding, we will create campaigns automatically. And as I said, our automation process is built in a way that it's always it's always looking for constant optimization. So we have 4 different steps, which are also following eBay campaign creation needs, of course. So the first step is around the item selection. So we are basically selecting the best product for Promoted Listing Advance. So what does it mean? Our products select items with a good combination of GMV and sales conversion rates based on the organic and also on the traffic that you might have with Promoted Listing Standard if you already used it. So according to that, we are always trying to optimize ACOS, so meaning that we are always trying to reduce the ad cost and maximizing the sales. The second step is regarding the distribution of budget among the different sites. So for that, our product is assessing the potential of product on each open site, and we are dividing this budget proportionally. It usually favors the domestic site because there's higher sales conversion rate. And it can explain why we are skipping as well some open international sites if we see that there is lower potential on these sites. The third step is on keywords. So we are, of course, using eBay keywords recommendation, but we are also extending it using additional keywords based on the product title and as well on the category, with, of course, avoiding too popular and general terms in order to avoid increase in clicks. So we are really focusing all efforts in discovering keywords with less competitors to attract more buyers. And the last step is, of course, on the bids. So bids are automatically assigned to the products based on their prices and keywords to optimize ACOS.
All right, understood. So, what we are doing here at Webinterpret is that we're trying to give an end-to-end solution with the advanced promotions with our team, creating the campaigns for you, optimizing it, and really just taking that effort off of your shoulders. So, let's maybe also discuss this because eBay is also able to, create these campaigns. So what is the difference between Webinterpret and eBay promoting these listings through their campaigns? And what sets Webinterpret apart from eBay's direct solution?
I will say that we are complementary because eBay is providing you with the possibility of full manual setup. So perfect solution for people expert in advertising solution because you need to know exactly how cost per click campaigns are working. So creating ad group, adding listing to this ad group, choosing the suggested keyword, adding some if you like, select the match type, and then select the keyword bid. So as you can see, it's really complex and you really need to understand the different steps and how it can impact depending on your decision. But eBay is also providing a quick setup solution. So from there, you need to select the listing to be promoted, and then you will need to review your optimized campaign proposed by eBay directly. Again, you will need still to fully understand how the campaign is working because you need to review and validate this proposed campaign. So you need to understand the complexity of each decision, and you will need as well to optimize it from time to time. On our side, as you were saying, Ariane, we are providing a full automated solution. So from the beginning, when we are creating the campaign automatically, and then we are continuously optimizing this campaign. So we are not letting you alone. You need at least to understand the impact of optimizing your listing, defining the daily budget, and what can be the consequences of the daily budget and the target ACOS, but definitely we are there for you, and the system is working in a optimization manner that you don't have to really care about all the complexity of the system.
Understood. So, what we're trying to do is that we're trying to basically reduce the risk that you have with these campaigns, just because the people at Webinterpret who are going to set up these campaigns are going to be experts, and they kind of know how to figure their way out with the keywords, with the ad cost, and the recommendations that they can make for you. So I guess it would be, we'd be more than happy for you to try it out with us so that we could somehow show you some results and take it ahead from there. It is important, of course, if you're having these campaigns with us, to make sure that we comply with eBay's requirements. So how does Webinterpret ensure that we are complying with eBay's requirements when it comes to these promotions?
So it's the first step that we are doing. So we are making sure that you are first eligible to promoted listing advance from eBay point of view. So for that, you need to be above standard or top rated seller with enough account activity. And then there are a few eBay prerequisites. So the first one, as I was mentioning a few times, for promoted listing advance, you need to have fixed price item. And you need as well to have the currency of the listing matching to the country. And then the rest is more on still eligibility factors. So the first one regarding the country, there are a few countries already available for promoted listing advance, as the same as for standard. And we are also making sure that your items are in eligible categories, because there are some constraints on that side as well on eBay.
Understood. Perfect. So, I mean, sellers can try to make sure that they comply with these rules, but if not, feel free to get in touch with us, and we could always go through the list of requirements before we could start the advanced promotion campaigns for you. And in general, would you have some tips for sellers who would like to start advertising on eBay, something that they should take care of, and, a base set of rules that they can go by to have a successful campaign?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. So the first one that is coming to my mind is the fact that listing needs to be optimized as much as possible, meaning that they need to be attractive for the buyers. So this is one of the key elements, not only to promote them, but to be sure that promoting them also can bring more value. As said already a few times, clearly defining business goal and expectation is a key element for you and for your business. Also, we are taking care of it, but your input is always welcome, and promoting on all potential markets that you have is really great opportunity for you. So making sure that you are listing in this market is also an important element. And for me, the last one will be around seasonality. So making sure that you stand out in seasonal listing.
All right, perfect, understood. So now, assuming that our sellers have their advanced campaigns with us, maybe some questions that they would have once the campaigns do actually pick up with Webinterpret. So how could they measure the success of these promotions through Webinterpret, and what are the metrics that they should be tracking to ensure that the campaign is a financially successful one?
So we are providing a marketing dashboard that you can access through our interface. So using the marketing dashboard, you can check both performance of promoted listing standard and advanced in one place, and for all the markets you are promoting on, meaning your domestic and international ones in one place as well. So from there, you have different customization options, which are applied on the 3 sections that we are providing in this report. So first of all, we are putting some key metrics that you can directly check just by connecting. And then if you would like to go deeper into understanding your performance, you have a graph on which you can filter by the different metrics. And on the last part, you have the list of campaigns with the key metrics per campaign. So you can also understand deeply how your different campaigns are working. Regarding the metrics, it really depends on the business goal that you set up before starting to advertise. So if you are more on the moderate or growth profile that I was mentioning. So more in the discovery and trying to increase visibility. In this case, we have some metrics on the traffic and visibility, such as impressions and clicks, which you need really to follow. And if you are more on the increasing sales conversion, in this case, we have also some metrics really on the topic of sales metrics, such as total sales, for example. So if you are willing to know more in details about how the dashboard is working and how you can benefit from it and understand the value of promoted listing, we already conducted a webinar about it. So feel free to check it from our website. It's named Understanding the Value of Promoted Listing with Webinterpret, if I'm not wrong. So you should be able to find it easily.
Yes, that's correct. So it would be the understanding the value of promoted listings with Webinterpret gives you a general overview about the dashboard and how you can really understand what the results of the campaigns really do mean. Let's say once we have these campaigns running, you mentioned that we at Webinterpret, we're optimizing these campaigns over time to get the best results. But if you could just again break it down. So how can I as a seller, let's say, optimize my campaigns to ensure that I'm getting the maximum and best results that I could get?
Sure. So as I was saying, and as you said as well, we are taking care of optimizing the campaigns, but it's good that you would like to understand it. And from our product point of view, it's really designed to improve campaign constantly. So we have the 4 steps that I initially presented to you, on which we have some actions. So the first on item selection, we can stop promoting some products if they are not performing as we were expecting. So it will avoid continuing to spend some budget on this item and perform on others that are really performing better. On the budget distribution, so as I was saying, we are trying to identify the potential, but sometimes it's not working as we were expecting as well. So in this case, we can close the market and redistribute this budget to other markets to make sure that we have potential in other markets. And for the 2 last steps, the keywords and the bid, of course, we are always updating the selection of keywords and update the bids accordingly. So what we are also trying to do is always to providing you with some recommendation on how to increase your chance to maximize your performance, either by increasing the daily budget or by opening a new market.
Understood. All right. So I do see a few questions that our attendees have put in for us, but we will address those at the end. So not to worry, I have them covered. While we're just discussing about in terms of the advanced campaigns, how to optimize it, and so on. I mean, in terms of the the ACoS, the daily budgets, the item category, and the GMV that our sellers generate. What are the best recommendations for setting up these promoted listings, advanced campaigns in an effective manner? If you could give a quick, short brief about that.
Yeah, so it will be general answer because it really depends on your business and it also depends on the business goal that you set up. So this is really key for your success to understand what are your business possibilities and expectation at the same time. The cost per click model is a more risky model than the cost per sale. So definitely you need to have some strategy set up before starting using it. And then depending on that, you can see from the different metrics and from the daily budget that you set up, how you can try to leverage it and improve it.
Correct. Yeah. So, the advanced campaigns, as we've said time and again, is a cost per click model. While it is more risky, I mean, that is where, Webinterpret kind of comes in, I assume, because we have the understanding, the experts who can set up these campaigns and almost reduce your risk and guarantee the chance of a successful campaign much more than someone setting it up on his own. So, that is where we kind of fit in over here. Does Webinterpret provide any training or educational resources to help sellers improve their eBay promotion marketing skills? Because we have these webinars and we provide a lot of updates and informations about how you can optimize your campaign. But does Webinterpret have any other resources that our sellers can use and get help during these promotions?
Yeah, so we are always trying to do as much as possible discussion, webinars as this one. We are also providing some materials regarding what's the best advertising solution that you should use, some case study as well on which you can identify yourself. So you can find all these materials on the website and on the blog. And we are also updating our Help Center articles with guidance and videos as well on how to use our marketing services.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so we do these things time and again where we're having our sessions on advanced promotion, standard promotion. So we're just trying to keep everyone informed with up-to-date tips and tricks that we feel that you guys should follow to have a successful marketing campaign. What is important now is that with advanced promotions, it's something eBay has released as of recent, and you got to stay ahead of the business curve. You have to have a good mix of standard and advanced promotions, which would be a cost per sale and a cost per click model, to make sure that you have the most effective results in terms of return on ad spend. We would recommend you to at least try out advanced promotions first in your domestic market, then try it in a few international sites. And as we gave an example of one of our sellers who actually tested this out with us, he had a widely successful campaign, and it's just getting time and better again. What we would suggest you is that, get in touch with us directly to receive some special offers to try advanced promotions on eBay. I'm leaving the email of one of our colleagues by the name of Kamil. He would be able to, attend a meeting with you guys, give you guys some insights on email, and really help you set up your advanced promotion campaigns as well, and give you updates once he's able to do that. What we can do for you as of now is, if you'd be interested to try out these advanced promotion campaigns, we have an offer that's going on right now where we could let you try them out for 2 months without any cost from Webinterpret side. And there are a few more discounts that you guys can actually use. So what I would suggest is, please do get in touch with Kamil. There's his email on the screen directly. So get in touch with him. Try to find out more about advanced promotions in case you have any questions. And if not, he would be able to provide you some offers where you could try out the advanced promotions with us. It's quite simple. You go to our landing page, you'll be able to sign up for these advanced promotions, put in the daily budget that you would like to begin with, the countries that you'd like to target, and that's it. After that, it's more automated because our team will set up the campaigns for you. They will choose the keywords, and they will basically just provide you reports on your Webinterpret dashboard that you can use to understand the results of these campaigns, right? Is there anything else, Noémie, that you would want to tell our sellers, or maybe you'd want to recommend them to try out the advanced promotions with us?
I definitely encourage them to start using Advance. As you said, it's a good opportunity for them, especially on their domestic market. And yeah, if you have any question as well regarding the product that we are currently building for Promoted Listing Advance, feel free to reach out to me. I will be happy to share. And if you have any feedback, if you are already using it, we are open as well to any discussion.
Right, perfect. So just saying that again, we have Kamil's email on the screen. Try to get in touch with him for your advanced promotions, either for questions, for activating it, and so on. He would be able to provide you some special offers for this as well. It is only, the only way we see that our sellers would be able to have, more success with their eBay stores is having a blend of the perfect marketing with standard and advanced. So we would really push you to at least give it a try and see what these advanced campaigns can do for you. What I will also say now is that we have some poll questions that we'd like you to answer. So I'm just going to pop them up on the screen. Feel free to just, answer them for us. Will help us improve as well for the next sessions that we'll have. I see some questions on the Q&A section, but I think they're a little bit, a direct one-on-one questions for the seller himself. So, I would really suggest you just drop in a email to Kamil, and he would take it out from there. So yes, please feel free to just fill in the post-event survey for us. Any feedback is appreciated, and it's just going to help us bring better events for you guys. So please do that. And for any other questions, get in touch with us. We would be more than happy to answer them for you. So I'll leave the survey for a couple of minutes. Take your time, please, and that would be all for today. I did see, a few people join in later, so we will send the recording of the whole webinar, so not to worry about that. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. We hope to have some more sessions for you soon. Thank you, Noémie, for your time. I know you're extremely busy, so it's appreciated that you want to give insights to our sellers. And we will have more sessions soon again. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Ryan. It was a pleasure.